But that brings us to our second example. Again, there's two ways to solve this problem. You can either set up some parentheses, figure out what factorization of 12 combined with what factorization of negative 6 is going to lead to there only being 1 in the middle. The first numbers could be 12 and 1, 6 and 2, or 4 and 3. The last number could be 1 and 6, or 2 and 3, and then you have to figure out what combination of signs, because obviously one of them has to be positive and one of them has to be negative. If they multiply to a negative number, results in having a minus 1 in the middle. The alternate way is to use the trick. And in the trick, we know that the top left box is always our first term, the 12x squared. We know the negative 6 would go down here. We just have to figure out what goes in the other two boxes. That's what the x is for. We know minus 1 goes on bottom, because that's the coefficient of the middle term. And if we multiply the other two terms, negative 6 times 12 is negative 72. That gets us the top value. This is how we're going to split up our x's. Alright, we just have to come up with what are two numbers that multiply to negative 72 and add up to negative 1. Obviously, those numbers have to be 1 apart if they add up to negative 1, and the bigger one has to be negative. Well, 72, if we want to get numbers that are closest together, 8 and 9 make 72. The 9 has to be the negative one. Negative 9, positive 8. Alright? Add those together, you get negative 1. Multiply them, you get negative 72. So this one is the minus 9x. And this one is the positive 8x. Factoring across the top, we can pull out 3x. Across the bottom, you can pull out a 2, positive 2. Across the bottom, you can pull out a 4x. Top to bottom here, you can pull out a negative 3. That means our answer is 3x plus 2 times 4x minus 3. There you have it.